I am having a blessed morning. Like as we wind down during this beautiful month of Ramadan, which the Creator Almighty blessed us with. I'm gonna try to keep this short and sweet. Short and sweet. This is the month of Ramadan, and we shouldn't be doing certain things and certain acts that we are doing. Hello, hello. We shouldn't be doing certain acts and certain things that we're doing on this blessed month of Ramadan. But I'm gonna get into these. I'm gonna get into these topics. You see my topic. Stop stealing from my topics. Stop stealing from my topic. You are a thief. You are a thief. Anybody that's on YouTube or anybody that's on these major platforms, right? That's stealing from other people's topics, that's stealing from other people's ways and actions, you are a thief. I don't care about whether you got copyrights or these individuals based on societies because they rules and regulation based on societies. They wrote these things up, the laws and ways and actions, so people can't steal from you, so they can steal from you. Basically, they can break the laws and rules and regulation. But what Muslims live by, we live by the Quran, we live by the Sharia, right, which is handed down through our way of life. We don't steal from anybody, whether it's physically, spiritually, or mentally. We just add to each other. If you are a believer, you don't steal from individuals and constantly keep stealing and stealing and stealing and then get on social media and disrespect. This is what you're doing. I don't know if you're doing it indirectly, right? Or somebody, you have individuals on this platforms or on YouTube that's going on people on platforms and watching it and looking at them, subscribing to them, and sending information to you. And you're stealing from individuals' topics. And I have all the receipts and all the information and proof that you are stealing from my topics. Now I don't know if you're if you're really feeling me and you like me, and it's all good. Alhamdulillah, it's all praise due to Allah. We supposed to encourage each other. We supposed to improve each other. This is what we supposed to do. Okay? But constantly taking from other people's topics that you yourself don't like because you put videos up of individuals, right, of stealing from you, and you don't like it. You don't like individuals stealing from you. But it is forbidden in Islam. It is forbidden from anybody to steal from anybody physically or spiritually, mentally, right? And on these platforms, you have YouTubers stealing from small channels like me. I'm a small channel, basically. I'm a small YouTuber, but my channel is growing, 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 growing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, you saw that. Like, share, subscribe. I got somebody right here. It's your favorite. He right now. I'm gonna say this topic, okay? That was stolen from me. That nobody else really broke it down like I broke it down. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I just did that video. And then somebody else came behind me and did another video saying, that just because social media, like, share, subscribe, and comment has led individuals down a very, very dark path. I did that topic. Yes. Thank you so much. Go. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You have individuals on these major platforms that have major platform and they've been on YouTube for years and years and years stealing. They stealing from me, basically, from my topics. I don't know if they watching me or to have other those that's watching me, right, and giving information to these individuals, and they stealing from my topics. That's cool if you feeling my topics, and yikes. Somebody said yikes. No sense. Right, yes. You know, this is bad. I don't steal from anybody. And then this is during the month of Ramadan. We're saying that we righteous and that we believe in the Almighty. Right? The whole entire month of Ramadan, not just from sun up to sundown. You're not supposed to be doing these acts. Stealing. Stealing. Because that, you are a thief. Straight up, you are a thief, and you keep on stealing my stuff. You keep on doing these acts. You are a thief. You're a thief. You are a thief. There's no way to say that. And you keep doing it to me. You keep doing it. I'm not going to say your name. I'm not going to give you that. Just like you're not going to say my name from the individual that you're stealing from, I'm not going to say your name. And I don't think that you really want a debate with me. I'm not that type of one. I'm a spiritual fourth. I say what I do and I do what I say. And I've been here a very, very long time. I didn't come here to beef with anybody. I didn't come here to steal anybody. I didn't come here to be a thief and steal and disrespect anybody. I am a righteous man, right, that believes in the utmost high, that's trying to get us out of darkness as it overspreads us. This is what I'm gearing for, and this is what I am really doing for us at the end of the day. Stop stealing from my topics. I don't care if individuals basically is following me and watching me in my videos and sharing it with you, and you doing your own topics and videos with it, but you switching it up. But you're stealing from me because nobody never talked about share, like, and comment and subscribe and the notification bell except me. And then you come right behind me and do the same thing. And you saying people's hating. I don't hate on anybody. I don't need to hate. There's very materialistic things that people's out here doing and doing it for likes and shares and all this other stuff. I already got it. In this life and in the next, brother, I'm very, very spiritual. I'm not here to fight with you. I am not here to argue with nobody. I am not here to do enemies. I'm here to expose enemies of the Almighty. I'm here to expose murder, death, kill, barbaric, evil, twisted way of life. Yes. That's right. GOAT says, and we got to help the right person, and it is you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, you have other YouTubers on here that's still in my topics, man. If you go, hello, how you doing? Merryweather, yeah, how you doing? You have other YouTubers on here, GOAT, that's still in my stuff. I'm not going to say their names, but they are still in my stuff. What you couldn't do is like, share, subscribe. Get the information out. I'm just a small YouTuber that's trying to lead us out of darkness. That's all I'm doing. I'm not here to be stealing nobody's stuff. And these are Muslims. They say that they Muslims. They Muslim. I am Muslim. I'm Mu'min. You know? Yes, they stealing my stuff. Like, share, subscribe. You know who I'm talking about, GOAT. You know. So why, I mean, you got to come up with your own topics. You stealing from mine. You a thief. So I'm going to go and I'm going to show you what the Creator says, basically. Right? I'm going to go and I'm going to see. This is from the Quran. This is why I told you, please go get the Quran. Go get this Quran, okay? It's really, really important. This is chapter 2. Chapter 2. And this is for these individuals that's stealing and say they are Muslim, basically. And saying that they uphold the mighty. All right? And talking about other people stealing from them, but they're stealing from me. And I got all the videos, them saying my slogans. Them saying my slogans and stealing from my topics. And I just started. Why are you stealing from me? You've been here for years. You're supposed to have your own topic, your own content. Why are you stealing from me? And why are you allowing people to send you stuff so you can steal from me? These are the questions that I put forth for you. And you know who I'm talking about. You are wrong. You are a thief. According to the Quran, you are a thief. Now I'm going to read it in Arabic. This is chapter 2, verse 188. Chapter 2, verse 188. And it says, in the Arabic, it says, Wala takalu walakum bainakum bil batili watum lu biha ila hukami li takulu favi kon min wa li nasi bi ismi wa antum talamun. It says, and do not eat up the property among yourself for vanity, nor use it as bait for judge, with intent that ye may eat up wrongfully and knowingly a little of other people's property. My content is my property. It may not be my physical property, but it's my spiritual. It's my spiritual content. It's my spiritual property. So if I procreated this, right, for the use of the betterment of us as people, and you go and steal from it, you are a thief. Yes, they eating it up. You're eating up my content. You didn't come and ask me and say, yo, brother, I'm gonna piggyback off you. Okay, I'm gonna do this content. I'm gonna do that. We are here for the same war. We are here for the same thing. You didn't say that. You keep stealing my stuff. You keep stealing and stealing because you feel that you've been on YouTube for a very long time, right? And you have more viewers than me, and you have more subscribers than me. But that means to me, it's telling me that either two things, and I'm not backbiting nobody because this is during the month of Ramadan. I'm just saying you're stealing during the month of Ramadan. So I have the right to speak upon these acts that is being done during the month of Ramadan, right? Either two things. Either you like me as a Muslim brother, and it's all praise due Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. All praise is due to the Creator. Or either, right, I'm a threat to you. I'm a threat. So you keep using my content and thinking that I don't see it and other people don't see it. Yeah, just because they have more subscribers doesn't mean anything. You're right. But into these individuals' mind, right, they have more subscribers than me and they have more views than me. I'm not even getting 100 views. Some videos get 100 views. Some videos get 68 or 8. That's fine. As long as I can change somebody's life out of that 100, you know, and bringing awareness to them that they didn't know, I'm fine with that. I'm not here to deceive nobody. I'm not here for money, okay? I'm not here for that and mislead individuals and sit up here talking about haters, this and that. Listen, I don't have no time for that. And it's drama upon drama that I know that it's on these platforms on YouTube. That these YouTubers, that's what they do in order to gain views and money. This is what these individuals do. And I see it all the time. So I'm going to go into the footnotes and read a little bit and tell you that you're a thief. You're a thief. You may not be physically stealing, right? But you're spiritually stealing. And then you know what? Yours is stealing physically, because if you're spiritually stealing from me, that means that all the views that you get, you turn into physical. So you stealing from my content, right, to gain more money and views for yourself. So you actually stealing from my content. You need to make your own content and your own videos based on what you do. I'm coming from spiritual. This is a spiritual sense that I'm coming from. Okay? And it says right here in the footnotes. If you go check on the footnotes, right, it's 201. And it says, besides the three primary physical needs of man, this is man. There's three needs of man, and we talking about us, man, in which are apt to make him greedy. There's a fourth greed in society, the greed of wealth and property. The purpose is of fast. It is not complete until this fourth greed is also restrained. Ordinarily, honest men are content if they refrain from robbery, theft, and embezzlement. I'm content. I'm content with having 80 views. I'm content with having 100 views. I'm content with that. I don't need thousands and thousands of views. I just need for you, right, to listen to my content, right? And I love you too. I love you too, GOAT. Thank you so much. Look, GOAT said, you're changing me. I appreciate that because I'm a changed man. That's my job to do what? To encourage each other the right thing to do. And we need to do this on these platforms, change our ways and actions. You have individuals just doing it for money. They just doing it for money. They not really changing nobody. They not changing anybody because they didn't change themselves. The Creator says, I will not change the condition of a person, right, of people until they can change their own condition. So you have to go in there and change your ways and actions and be honest with yourself, because it looks like you just doing things for, like what it says, for wealth and property, thinking that that's what's going to get you by. But you got demons that you need to face. You have not become successful until you do what? Until you master your spirituality. Until you get a grip of who you are or supposed to be. And stop stealing people content. I don't know if it's you or there's other people that you know that's sending these content to you so you can create topics and content, but you are stealing. You are stealing. You're stealing. And I'm going to say this again. It says, besides the three primary physical needs of man, it's talking about man, all type of man, which are apt to make him greedy. There is a fourth greed in society, the greed of wealth and property. The purpose of fast is not completed until this fourth greed is also restraint. Meaning that you got to get your greed of property, right, and of wealth under check. You have to check this and stop stealing, right, and doing everything for content so you can get views and get money. You need to put this greed in check. I'm going to check you spiritually. This is the month of Ramadan. We're supposed to be living a righteous life, righteous brothers, not stealing people content, and you keep on doing it. And if you make another video about me or about my content, I'm going to show people what you're doing. I'm going to expose you for who you are or who you trying to be. I don't care what you care about. I don't care. I already mastered this world. With the help of the Creator, I mastered it. I see it. So you need things that you need to work on, brother. You know who I'm talking about. And you can share and like this and get the information out. The people that's on here that's following him and whoever else that's stealing and robbing. Because that's what you're doing. I'm just a small YouTuber that's trying to help each and every person out. This is what I'm doing. I'm coming from a spiritual sense, a spiritual guide to guide us through darkness. So we don't have to be like these like these foundations that was built to uplift us, basically. I'm coming from that point of view. Because once murder, death, kill get their hands into that, they destroy all of our communities and our foundations that what these foundations was built upon. So stop stealing my content. You are stealing my content. And you did it. This is like the 5th time that you did this. I don't know if you're watching me or you got other people's watching me. You said that you don't watch anybody. So why are you stealing my content? I never heard nobody talks about like, share, subscribe the way I did and the way I broke it down. Go 15 said, and I need to know this because I need to take good care of this earth. That's right. We need to take good care of this earth because we are part of the earth. Our bodies are the earth. We are the very earth, and the earth is us. This is why it's in tune and it's important to take care of the earth. This is why the Creator created mankind in the first place, to keep balance and justice on earth. And you have individuals that's on these platforms, they don't do that. They just doing it for greed and wealth. Like it said, right? And it says, and do not eat up your property among yourself for vanity, nor use it as bait for judge with intent that ye may eat up wrongfully and knowingly a little of other people's property. That is my property. My ideas, my content, by sharing and liking it on social media, on these platforms, you are taking my property, my content. This is what you're doing. I don't care what these people say. Oh, you got to have it copywritten. The Creator has it copywritten. You didn't know this stuff until I spoke this into what existence. You didn't know. I never heard of it. People breaking it down the way I broke it down. Go 15 said, yeah, and why do people do this? They do it for greed, like it says. It says, I'm going to read it again. This is chapter 2, verse 188, okay? It says, besides the three primary physical needs of mankind. It's talking about man, us. It's talking about man that plant the seed in our wives. It's talking about us, right? Which are apt to make him greedy. These things make him greedy. There's a fourth greed in society, the greed of wealth and property. The purpose of fast is not completed until this fourth greed is also restrained. Ordinary honest men are content if they refrain from robbing, theft, or embezzlement. The two more sub-forms of greed are mentioned here. One in which one uses one's own property for corruption and others, judge or others in authority, as to obtain some material gain even under the cover and protection of the law. You see? They use, I just said, they use this stuff as law. The laws are made up and procreated. Oh, I can use your stuff. It ain't copywritten. So they steal from others. But those that procreated this, right? It's procreated so they can break it, so they can rob and steal from you. And people use their property and their gain, right? And judge, right? To destroy you if they want to destroy you, basically. They do this upon the earth. And it's no different what they do. This is on a larger scale of stealing and robbing from people. Yup. So Go 15 says, so they are just doing it for money. That's the only thing. They doing it for money. They doing it for materialistic gain and property. To gain more property and more money and more money. This is why they sit up here and talking about, I fight you, I put up $10,000. I put up $20,000. I put up this money, that money to fight you. So they using a property, right, to steal from other ideas and to steal from others. This is what they doing. And the Creator made it clearly, don't do that. This is forbidden. It's forbidden. As righteous men is forbidden. And they are trying to destroy you, but we are stopping them. Thank you so much, GOAT 15. Thank you so much. I'm happy and I appreciate that you are here and you've been here. And these individuals need to be exposed on who they are. You've been on YouTube for all of this time, ramping, crashing out, making bad decisions, drinking, doing all this other stuff, which was not righteous. But I'm not here to judge you. Only the Creator to judge you. I'm only telling you to stop stealing from me. To stop stealing from my content. Stop it. You or whoever. I don't know. I don't know what's in your heart. like I said, there's only two things. Either you feeling me as a Muslim brother, and I love you for the sake of the Almighty. Your property and blood and honor is sacred in my eyes. But it seems like my property and honor is not sacred in your eyes because you backdooring me. You're backdooring me, backbiting me. This is what you're doing. You're doing all of these things that I talk about. You're doing this to me. And now others know that you're doing this to me. Because you feel that I just became a YouTuber. But I've been doing this for so many years in the spiritual realm. I am actually helping those, right, out of darkness and leading to the light of the worship of one creator. That is my job. And I appreciate everybody subscribing to me. There's nothing wrong of subscribing and commenting on anybody, but it's the way that you use it. If you're using it for the gain of money and misleading others, you are wrong. And then they see your character. You're not doing it to lead others. You're doing it for entertainment, to gain views so you can get money. And this is why these platforms are paying individuals just like you. The people may not know and the viewers may not know, but I know from a spiritual sense. You're using your popularity, you're using your fame, money, and fortune to trample upon other individuals, and I'm one of those individuals that you're doing it to. Now, if you make another video about me and use my content, I'm going to show the people who you are. Who you are. I'm not going to sit there and allow you to steal from me, where the Quran says that it is wrong, it is forbidden to steal. It says, one is where one use own property for corruption, right? So as to obtain some material gain even under the cover of protection of the law. Other people's property also means public property, and still more sub form where we use our own property under our own control amongst ourselves. It's vain and frivolous use. Under the Islamic standard, this is also greed. Property carries, which is our own responsibility. If we fail to understand or fulfill them, we have not learned the full lesson of self-dialing by fast. This is very important. This is very important, man. And I got another one right here. Now, to those that is stealing, go 15, but I'm a kid, so I only do it for entertainment. That's fine. No, listen. Don't steal, and they are trying to destroy. Okay, you can't say that you're a child, right? If you are stealing from other people's content, right? Be your own co-creator. You can do it. You have your own mind and your ability, basically, right? You have those that you learn from. Yes, our elders, they teach us and they guide our decisions in life because we are young, right? No, I know you're not stealing. Go 15. I know you're not stealing. But I just was responding about what you said about, but I'm a kid, so I only do it for entertainment. Oh, you're talking about, yeah, that's good. But it's a different form. If you're doing it for entertainment, that's fine. But you have those, right, that's entertaining people. They're not helping nobody. They're not guiding nobody. They are saying that they are leaders, that they are righteous men and women. But in reality, they not. So they only doing it for entertain people for money. They're not righteous. They're not leading people to the worship of the Creator. So that's a big difference. Go 15. That's a big difference. I'm not saying you're stealing. I'm talking about those that's doing that, that's stealing people content, right, for entertainment. They're not leading nobody to the worship of one Creator. They are stealing like everybody else is stealing. And this is another chapter I want you to read, okay? Another chapter. This is chapter 5, verse 38. It's in my descriptions, these chapters that I'm talking about. So if you do if you do get the Quran, I want you to go over this, okay? And it says, I'm gonna read it in Arabic, and then I'm gonna translate it in English. It says, Wasa ri ku wasa ri katu, right? Fakta u aidi yahu ma yaza abima kasaba na kalan minalahi wallahu abdi zu hakim. It says, as to the thief, male or female, cut off his or her hands by punishment by the ways of example from the Almighty for their crimes. For the Almighty is exalted in power, full of wisdom. Right? Then it's chapter 5, verse 38 to 39. He said, Fama taba min badi tu li ha wa as la ha fa inna laha yatu bu alayhi inna laha ghafur rahim. But if the thief repent after his crime and admit his conduct, the Almighty turneth to him in all forgiveness. Almighty is all forgiving, most merciful. So, if you turn in repentance from stealing from someone, the punishment is to cut off your hands. It's to cut off your hands if you're stealing, right? But we know over here that these certain things is being met with jail. It's being met with lawsuits of stealing people content. They don't go to further of cutting hands off. Because if they actually did that, it won't be no more stealing or robbing in any society or civilization if they seen people get their hands and feet cut off from stealing, right? But the reality to the fact is that you have YouTubers on here know these things, and they are here to steal people content for views and shares and likes and subscribers. So I'm here to tell you that these are the penalties of theft. These are the penalties of stealing and robbing from people and backdooring people and backbiting people and backstabbing people. That's what you do. Get him. I'm like, I can't stand out Austin Flow. I'm taking all his content. This is what you're doing to me. Not to be violent on here, but this is what's going on. You're backbiting me and backdooring me and stealing from my content. This is my property. I don't care if it's copywritten or anything like that. You're stealing. You're stealing in the eyesight of the Almighty. You're stealing. And however he deals with you in the spiritual realm. I'm a spiritual leader. Do you understand that? I'm a spiritual leader. I'm a spiritual force. That's who I am. I'm not coming here to beef with nobody or arguing with anybody or fighting with nobody or trying to put up a fight with anybody. I'm not here for that. No, I'm not here to that. I'm not gonna feed into that, but I'm telling you to stop stealing. And I'm gonna tell you what the Creator says, that who I am. Right? And then I'm gonna show you. This is who I am. I want you to read it. Let me see, move it back. I'm going to read it in Arabic. I just want to show you who I am. You can read it in English. You don't know how to read the Arabic, that's fine. Okay? I'm going to read it. And it says, Innal hikma tal ma ri fa tu what ta fa ku hu fi da ni fa ma ka no fa ku ha min kum fa ha wa hakim. Verily, wisdom is a inner knowledge and a deep understanding of way of life, of righteous way of life. For the one among you who understands this way of life of righteousness is truly a wise man. This is who I am. I'm not here to beef or to argue with anybody on these major platforms. I'm here to expose murder, death, kill, barbaric, evil, twisted way of life that's misleading the indigenous people and all civilization down darkness, because we are the real ops. We are the ops of this dead mindset, this entity, as it overshadow us and spread in our hearts, mind, body, and soul. This is why I'm here to expose anyone in this entity to help us out. Go check out my video of Shadows is Dark. Go check that out. Shadows. That was good. That breaks down and pinpoint who these individuals are. But back to the stealing. This is wrong. It is wrong, and it should not be committed anymore. I have all my proof of these YouTubers that's on here that's stealing my content. You are stealing. You're a thief. You're a thief. If you're not saying, yo, brother, thank you so much for giving a heads up, each one teach one, and you just keep doing it, you're stealing. And you feel that you can do it because you have a major platform, you have more subscribers than me, and you have more views. This is why you're doing it. But now I got other people on here that have my back, and they're going to expose you. If you keep doing this and listening to others, because they're going to take you down a path where you're going to lose. You're going to lose. Because I know that you're doing this for money, and you're doing it for wealth and property, like the Creator says. You're doing these very same acts. That's backdooring me and backbiting me, and you don't even know me. I'm a righteous man. got 10, 15 years over your head, 30 years, life, becoming organ donors,